happen, but it's okay. We're ready.
When the things that matter most are on the line, make sure we are too. The Fire and Water Cleanup Team at 1-800-SERVE-PRO. Like it never even happened.
Hey, it's Steve with DoingItLocal.com. We're here with Officer Guilfoyle. And today you had an interesting morning. Tell me about it.
Yeah, as this morning as I was leaving North Fairfield School with a pickup for children, ride to school day actually, I was flagged down by a homeowner here on the corner, and she was telling me that her house was on fire. Okay. And as I saw her coming out the door, I could see white smoke coming out the door, so I alerted the fire department. I let everyone know that there was fire coming from the building. I didn't see any flames. I asked her if everyone was in the building, if everyone was out of the building. She said yes, they were. I asked her if everyone was accounted for. She said no, her son was at school. And I said okay. So I did a sweep of the building. I ran inside, I did a sweep, checked all the doors, could see the smoke was getting thicker and white smoke, and it had an awful odor to it. And at that point in time, I let fire know that I still hadn't seen any flames, but the smoke was getting really, really thick. And they alerted me to shut the doors, and I shut the doors, made sure everybody was at a safe distance apart, and then just listened for the fire department to give me the orders that I need to make sure I did everything correctly.
So shutting the door, I would imagine, would starve it of oxygen and not feed the fire. So what did they track it down to? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, it came from a heat source in the kitchen where they believed that a pot, and when I was in the house, you could see that it was really thick in the kitchen area, that a pot was on the stove and some kind of malfunction with the stove, or somebody left the burner on, caused the handles to melt on the pans that were on the stove, and it caused the white thick smoke with the horrible odor.
And it was the doggy?
They think it might be their dog. Yeah, they said he's a young dog and he likes to jump up on the counters and everything like that. So they were thinking maybe he might have been looking to see if there was any food in those pots.
Okay.
So they were curious that it could be him. She said he's done it before, but never turned on the stove, though. But.
Right. Now, you started your day off with a positive news story. We're finishing this up with a positive news story. Tell me a little bit about that ride-along program you had.
I had two young students. Their parents entered a charity raffle for the Cardinal Sheehan Center in Bridgeport, and they did a silent auction or a raffle, whichever it was, and they won a ride to school with me. And I went up to their home in Easton, picked them up, and gave them a ride to school today and dropped them off. And they're 2 third graders. They had a great time. They enjoyed it. And needless to say, I come around the corner, and next thing I know, I got smoke coming out of a house.
Great. Well, 2 good news stories. So, hey, listen, if you like this story, make sure you press the like button or the thumbs up for Facebook, and encourage us to do more good news stories. For DoingItLocal.com, I'm Steve Krawczyk.